be adventurers. Well, I'm just out for a casual ride today by myself, so I can't do anything too stupid. I was expecting to come out with two fairly learner riders that are, or one's a mate, one was a Facebook inquiry who lived fairly close, so I thought, yeah, why not? But neither of them could come today, and this morning was really my morning off. So yeah, I'm just out for a cruise myself. There's a few roads out here that I really haven't spent. I may have been along once in my life, but I just wanted to have a bit of an explore and sort of work out in my own mind what sort of terrain these tracks were. We've had a bit of rain, as you can see, a few puddles in the way. Come on, accelerate. Yeah, a few puddles, but yeah, the temperature's really nice. Still overcast. It's meant to be clear this afternoon, so we'll see if that eventuates. We're in the area sort of between Nuji, Powelltown, Labatouche area. So on this ride I thought I would do some movie reviews. I went to the movies a couple of times recently, a few movies that I thought would be cool. And so the most recent one I went and saw was Thor Ragnarok. And from the previews, or the trailers, I thought, oh, this looks pretty cool. Like lots of humour, that sort of cartoon, comic strip vibe. I thought, oh, this looks pretty good. And the movie started off amazing. I was like, yes, this is the best. And I had a smile from ear to ear, and skated off as well. And I was giggling, and I was really enjoying myself. And then as the movie went on, it just lost a little bit of its charm. It sort of had to continue on with the story. Go wobbly! Had to go on with the story, I guess, and it was pretty good. I found it entertaining. It was good as a one-off. There's another wobbly. The Marvel and DC, the superhero movies, to me, have been a bit grinding on my nerves. Like, for example, the one I saw previously was Wonder Woman, and it started off good. It started off okay, but it just should have stuck with a regular storyline. She comes into the World War I guys or 2 guys or whatever, and she could have just helped World War I or World War II, whatever it was, subtly along. That would have been a great story and a good introduction to Wonder Woman. But no, it had to be world saving. Like, oh my god, it just had to go crazy. It just had to go stupid. And it not only lost my interest, but I really disliked the movie by the end of it. And my wife disliked it as well. We both felt that just ridiculousness was just not needed. Thor Ragnarok is followed a similar vein, I guess. It was a bit it got a bit crazy. Whoa, got the front wheel slide there. It got just this bit crazy, and but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't on Earth. It was against It was the story of the destruction of Asgard. And hey, wobbly. And I can, in context, it was okay. A few crazy things, like, you know, you see in the trailer how Thor's hammer gets destroyed. I'm like, now what's he gonna do? Like, his hammer's what's cool about him, you know? He throws it and then just hangs on and goes. You're like, that is such an awesome concept. So enjoyable to watch. Every time he did that, it was just like, oh, that is cool. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Marvel and DC superhero movies in general. You know, okay, as long as you switch your mind off. Okay for the kids, I guess. Now, the movie I saw before that was the new Blade Runner 2049. Yeah, 2049. 2049. And to me, that is a benchmark movie. That is a movie to which other movies can be judged. It was awesome. It looked awesome. It felt awesome. It's a reasonably simple but cool story. You know, in the original Blade Runner, which is set in what, 2019? Yeah, good luck. Just like all sci-fis, like Space Odyssey. You know, the original. Jesus, what am I saying? So the original Blade Runner was a very, very simple story, but it had lots of thought-provoking content in it. It was, and then it was filmed very thematically. It was really enjoyable to watch, but a very simple story that worked. I do not know where I am. So yeah, the original story is a very basic story, but it set the grounds for an awesome universe, a very interesting universe, and it was filmed great, and it was a great movie, and it became a cult classic, right? The new one just beefs that up to the extreme. It was awesome. I know some people have complained about the pacing. Well, those people need to increase their ADD medication and learn how to enjoy a story, because seriously, the pacing suits the movie, the setting, the story perfectly. I thought it was a masterpiece. I'd say it's the best movie I've seen in 20 years, and I think everyone should go and see it. And watch the first one, and watch the little internet short stories that go along with it, and you can watch them before you watch Blade Runner 2049 without a problem. They are made to be watched beforehand. What track is that? I'm also, I was really, in fact, I wasn't just considering, I was almost going to pull the trigger on a Ural with a sidecar. I know there's some reliability concerns, and there's, you know, whatever, but I've got 2 kids and I can't go motorbike camping with them, especially with them both. And a Ural with a sidecar, just tickled my funny bone. I was like, wow, that'd be just so awesome. 1 kid in the passenger seat, 1 kid on the back, and loaded up with camping gear, and then just hit the high country and go camping. you know, and in these off-road locations where we motorcycle. Bullock Link extension. So what was I saying? The Ural. So I got really excited about it, and what really, you know, drove the sale was that thing is two-wheel drive on the back, and it's renowned for being able to, you know, go just about anywhere. It's like it's got lock diff and two-wheel drive on the back, and I thought, how cool. Then in my last minutes of investigation, I discover there's a house down there. I discover that the Australian model doesn't come in two-wheel drive. What? You say? Yeah, what? But because the Australian requirement is for the sidecar to be on the opposite side, they then did that for the Australian market, moved it to the opposite side, but they couldn't reverse the differential or whatever so that it could be two-wheel drive, so they just left it as one-wheel drive. Just lost me as a customer. I'm like, no, that's what I wanted a Ural for. Oh, so disappointing. But if anyone in Australia is watching this that knows how to convert an Australian Ural into two-wheel drive, just message me. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I don't even care how much it costs. I'll sell my... No, I can't sell my... Shooting in progress. Well, what do you know? There is guns in Australia. Feral Animal Management Australia. Yeah, so I think it's a real shame. I just wish there was a way to get the two-wheel drive version in Australia. I really would do it. And don't worry, I would keep the adventure bike, which may be this, maybe the T7 if it comes out nice, maybe the ADV 800, the KTM 800 Adventure, 790 Adventure, if it comes out, and if that was reasonable. So yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see what comes out and what happens. But yes, all of my doors are open.